Hi, Karen. Happy first of several mini pods.
Katie, let's do this. So good to see you.
So good to see you too. And listeners, we will be recording several mini pods, just so you know. So expect some short and sweet episodes for the next few weeks. Yeah, the first one, I love this. So let's just dive right in because we only have around 8 minutes. So
That's right.
the topic of there are too many ways to connect with people these days. Too many.
Oh my God. So many snaps. I really have all of these moments where I realize how many ways there are to get a hold of me. I am in multiple Slack workspaces. I have multiple email accounts. I have personal, I have work rebellious, I have work. People ping me on LinkedIn, even though I'm never on LinkedIn. I'm sure I have 150,000 Facebook messengers. I will never see them, anybody. I'm on WhatsApp. I have regular text. I just, I sometimes I can't.
I just can't. I'm so with you. I'm overwhelmed by just you talking about this. I mean, I love the last one. I'm on regular text. I'm on regular text too. And that is so overwhelming. Text, just text. I know people on this who are listening to this text me. I love you all. I really do. There is a reason why sometimes it takes me a week and a half to respond to a text that's real. I'm on Marco Polo. I'm on
Yes.
multiple emails. I actually, for one of my clients, I have a phone attached, and that phone is supposed to be able to get in touch with me anytime. That phone is a piece of plastic in my drawer, and I got a notification recently from my client saying, like, hey, is everything okay with your phone? Because you haven't turned it on in 6 months. And I'm
No.
like, no shit, I haven't. I'm like, you know where I am. Like, you could like, oh my gosh. Yeah. It's also so interesting to me that we've gotten so used to this because the other day I really, really wanted to go on a walk by myself with no phone, nothing. And I might as well have been like in the middle of the Amazon because I told Tyler this. I was like, hey, I would really appreciate it if you could pick me up at this coffee shop. I'm gonna walk over there. It's gonna take me probably an hour and a half tops, probably less. But if you're there in 90 minutes, I'll see you then. And he was like, well, wait, you're not going to take well, what if, and I was like, I'm walking on a path that is very well traversed. I am completely fine. He's like, well, if you're not there in 90 minutes, I'm going to be so nervous. And I'm like, I'm going to go. Like, this is like, because I'm like, I am not going to absorb your anxiety because I was like, oh my gosh, if this was 1995 or even more recent, they'd be like, yeah, have fun. I'll see you in 90 minutes. Who gives a shit?
Oh my God. I do actually have a ton of anxiety remembering what life was like before cell phones.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like anxiety as in life before cell phones was more anxiety inducing, or that you wish it was still like that?
I just can't. I cannot fathom how we got through life. That's the anxiety. Like I just think, how did we get anywhere? Like I think of all of the things I use this dumb piece of plastic for, and I cannot fathom. I guess there were fewer demands on us, but
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I
That's
don't
interesting.
know. My phone tells me where, like, what directions to take when I'm driving somewhere, what restaurants to go to, who's pinging me for the 90th time. Like, it's just, I can't imagine.
It's so true. It's so amazing to me that we're so used to it too. Because if you really think about it, Karen, like I don't think I had a smartphone genuinely until like 13 years ago. Maybe like at the I mean, I don't think I did. I don't think I had a smartphone until 2009 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not long ago at all. And my behavior has 100% changed. Like, how would I know? Like, the other day, I was supposed to get takeout, and Tyler texted me, and he's like, oh, that place you're going to get takeout at is closed on Sundays. I would have gone way out of my way to go to this random place in the middle of nowhere. And then I would have turned around and be like, oh, I guess I have to go somewhere else. I guess that's not that bad of an eventuality. God damn it. That's the worst thing ever. Not really, though. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. I can see
I,
what you mean about anxiety though.
okay. So you took this walk, this technology free walk, and how was it?
Lovely. Also anxiety inducing because I was like, Oh my gosh, I can hear so many things. Ooh, is that a deer? Is that a mouse? I don't know. Maybe that's a squirrel. Is that a rock chuck out of hibernation? Like I like because then the thing is that everything else gets really fucking loud. Because like if I know that I'm going to be listening to this podcast and really just absorbing so and so's point of view on things, then I can just like focus on that. Instead, I have 75,000 voices that are just like, hey, what about me? What about me? What about me? I think you should be anxious about this. I think that you should be really happy about this and sad as hell about this one. And then like they all are just competing at the kitchen table of my mind. Ugh. But after 90 minutes, I did feel okay. It was like the last 3 minutes, I was like, this is fucking rad.
Oh my God, the kitchen table of my mind is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I just also want to issue an apology to anyone who is texting or emailing or any of the million ways there are to get in touch with us that I don't respond because like you, it can take me a week and a half and I sometimes just I can't. I can't. I don't wanna. I just don't.
I so appreciate you just saying that you can't and don't want to. Like, because then it's not like you're trying to make something like, oh, I'm busy. I'm so, and you're just like, no, just no. I love that, Karen. That is empowering, like legit. Because I often am like, no, just no, like no. Mm-mm.
Well, and I think that part of it is that we lived a good chunk of our lives without this.
Yes, exactly.
I remember, as we said, I remember a time before this, and I don't want this to rule my life.
I don't
I'm
either.
pointing to my phone. You can't see me. Or my computer. Like, I don't
I know. There are so many ways to contact us. And also it's like when you can't if there is an emergency, I mean this is obviously worst case, but like if there is an emergency and you can't contact someone, like then the other options are like call a neighbor, drive to them, try to it's like I know that's not an ideal scenario. Like there are a few situations I can think of in my life that are actual real emergencies that have happened before cell phones that it's a major bummer that we weren't able to like actually connect on cell phone. But at the same time, not but and at the same time like that's so few and far between
yeah.
that it's like it's hard to justify the constant like umbilical cord we have to technology when like that level of emergency, unless you're in that situation where someone in your family is sick or whatever, like it's like obviously that's like
Hmm.
not, I'm saying aside to that, but like yeah, that's so rare. I don't want to live in that constant fear because I think there is like this scarcity mindset that has to do with always being on call. There is.
I am always so stunned when I see people leaving their cell phones behind somewhere.
Really?
Like, oh, we're going out to dinner. I'm just going to leave my phone. Like, what?
How could you?
What are you talking about? But you're right. It is fear.
Kind of is. And at the same time, it's kind of great because then I also listen to shows that I absolutely love and I learned things that I would never have known. And you gotta take the good with the not so good sometimes, I guess.
I'm
But
looking at it. I'm doing a time check.
how are
Oh,
we how are we
we're at,
doing?
we're at 8 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay, well that's been fun. We hope that this has been a introspective 8 minutes, friends.
Yes.
Yeah, just to rethink your connection to technology.
Yes. Would you ever leave your phone behind? Do you leave your phone behind? Are there too many ways to get a hold of you? Are there too many voices in the kitchen table of your minds if you don't have these things with you? What does this bring up for you?
Yes, what does it? We covered a lot of ground today, Karen. I love it. Yeah. We will all see you next week.